How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is DreZ and Huck.
I'm ready for another round. Are you ready for another round, Huckster?
I'm ready for another round on Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey.
Shout out.
All right.
It is Brewsday Tuesday, and indeed we are celebrating I guess Halloween a little. We'll do a two-parter with this next week, of course.
If you're looking online, I have the greatest pumpkin shirt.
Yeah.
Walmart, maybe $3.
Before it was mainly focused like that, just the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern on your shirt, and then I noticed you raised it up. You're like, okay, we saw the pumpkin. Now I want to see that.
You got to see that beautiful beard. Look at it, man. As long as it's been, I think maybe second longest. But.
Well, we'll find out shortly if he's going to incorporate that into his Halloween costume this year. But right now, I want to talk about the beer you just handed me because I am pretty excited for this limited release from Clown Shoes. I got Pumpkin Sombrero, which is a Mexican style chocolate stout with pumpkin puree. And it has like a really cool label that's like very comic book esque.
It's Clown Shoes.
It's Clown Shoes. I mean, that's how they do it.
7%.
And Clown Shoes, you know what their mission is?
Oh, no.
To produce beer without pretentious while being free and a little crazy.
One of my favorite breweries, currently owned by...
InBev.
No, not at all. Harpoon Brewing in Boston.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I think they let them do their own thing, you know. They're out of Massachusetts, actually.
They let them be
They might have
crazy.
incorporated them into that giant brewery. You should go. If you're in Boston, go to Harpoon. Not only is it good beer, not only is it giant, wonderful brewery you can tour, it's got one of the best restaurants in the city of Boston, in my opinion. So there you go.
Well,
Your call.
I'm sure the food is great to have that kind of label, but when you have the beer that goes with it, I mean, that just puts it over the top, right?
Yes. So I have the D9 Brewing Company Imperial Pumpkin Ale, Head of the Horseman. I'm really liking this label.
And as we all know, Imperial means that's going to be a big boy.
10%.
Woo!
Brewed with pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and cardamom. Wait a minute.
Cardamom. We've talked about cardamom
we
before,
have.
we?
What does it go in? Christmassy?
I was going to say
English?
Crossword puzzles.
Figgy pudding, my friend.
Is it? That's how we know it.
Huck made a figgy pudding. Do I have time to make one this year? I might. A figgy pudding beer. It has cardamom in it.
It might not be too late if you're trying to hit Christmas.
But it's going to have to be big. It's got to be 8% or so.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I haven't made a beer, but somebody just introduced me to somebody on email that makes beer around me. So maybe I'll hook up with that dude and say, I don't have a place. Let's make some beer.
Well, remember we were talking about how we were going to do a show where we drink your mead that you've been sitting on for forever, and then that beer that I made, I don't know, almost a year ago.
There you go. We could try that.
I don't know when and why we would want to do that, but
this thing says, and I'm having trouble with it. It says, brewed and packaged by CBV under special agreement, Crozet, Virginia. Well, the only brewery I know of in Crozet, Virginia is Pro Rata or something. It's like the doctor says as prescribed, and it's a brewery in Crozet. It's pretty darn good, actually. It's right off the interstate.
Where is it?
It's in Crozet. If you go one way, you go to this place. You go the other way, you go to Blue Mountain. Okay, that's the exit. The exit to Blue Mountain and Devil's Backbone and all those.
Okay.
Is right there. But this place, I look it up and it says, what is Community Brewing Ventures? And it's like, we created CBV to discover, produce, and promote the most innovative craft breweries in the beverage industry. Of course, these people didn't study the website thing where you don't put gray print on black.
Oh, so it's hard to read.
Oh, it's really hard to read. So anyway, I won't read anymore because I can't. So anyway, apparently they make it for there's a whole list of breweries.
Isn't the trick there? You just highlight it.
Oh, is that it?
And then that'll kind of invert it and maybe it'll make it easier.
I'm not doing any work. I'm retired.
You just select it like you're going to copy and paste.
All right. So they have brands and they include D9, Bay Cannon, Bold Marinara, Updog Kombucha, Urban Brew Labs. I've heard of them. And Steam Theory. Never heard of them. I guess they make like Anchor type beer. But anyway, I digress, but I just thought it was interesting because it's rare that I come across brewing people that I've never heard of.
Yeah, that's and like obviously we know D9.
Right, I've been to D9.
Yeah, and so I guess they brew it up here. I mean, because that's not even that far. So there's it's a collaboration effort, I guess, is what I'm taking from that.
It's what do we call it? It's a contract brewery.
But
it's going to make beer. It makes beer for several breweries.
But why would D9 do that when they have their own brewery?
I don't know. That's
usually contract brewing is for like a gypsy brewer, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably because this beer's big and took longer.
Maybe they're just going, they're funkier stuff. So, they're like experimental stuff.
Well, and they're probably they probably have a smaller system. A lot of these little breweries do. And they're trying to turn their beer over every 4 or 5 days. And they can't do it on this beer. Probably took 2-3 weeks to, it's a 10% beer. It easily had to go through 2 stages of fermentation, 5 days and then another probably 7-8 days. So I would guess that's
honestly,
why.
That's still a pretty good turnaround for a big beer like that. So, I mean, when you think about it, like when you think about how long it takes bourbon and stuff to be made, like, to be able to make a big badass beer in just a couple of weeks is still, I'd say that's worth the wait.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't, your regular daily customers, you can't say, hey, sorry, you're not going to get beer today because we're still playing the waiting game. We're making this big one.
You're right. If you're on a small system, you just can't afford to do that.
You can't afford to do that. And then maybe they, D9 is in Lake. What is that lake right before you get to Charlotte? Lake
Norman.
They're right there. And there's like 2 or 3 breweries right in a row. They're right off Lake Norman exit. And they're bound to be hammered. I mean, just covered up by people, especially since everybody's getting out now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we need some help making all this beer.
The other kind of hammered. I was confused there for a second.
No, they're hammered too. Trust me on that. So anyway, that's going on. So I'm driving back just to change the subject, and then we'll get back to Halloween.
Okay.
I'm driving back to Fincastle yesterday, and there's a sign. It says Solstice Brewing coming spring of 2022. You heard it here first.
Solstice Brewing. Okay.
I'm pretty excited. I just looked them on the internet. They don't have it.
I mean, the breweries, man, they just
pop up.
Hey, if they pop, I mean, let's just hope they pop and stay, because that's
all right. So we got a couple of more Halloween subjects.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned you wanted me to remind you of a bad story.
Yeah, the bad Halloween. We need to talk about that, and then we need to talk about what we're going to do. So the bad Halloween was when I was finally big enough to go out on my own with my brother. I mean, there's 6 kids and family.
Shit. You're going back to childhood.
So I get this bag.
Circa what year? Give me a year.
Oh, 68.
Woo.
67. So I'm going out in Waynesboro.
I was not even a twinkle in my dad's eye.
I'm going out in Waynesboro in the neighborhood. This is a neighborhood. It's like all the DuPont guys and the GE guys, a lot of Catholic families, 7 kids, 8 kids. We had 6. A lot of kids, a lot of people. So we're out trick-or-treating for hours. It's like 3 blocks. It's like I was doing my paper route, only it was for candy. And then it started raining. So I come dragging. It's probably 65 or 4. I was probably 9.
I feel like I already know where this is going.
I'm dragging my bag. I get home. I got nothing in my bag. Not one Snicker. Not one Jolly Rancher.
How could you not know? Did it just rip and drop, or it just
got wet and had a slow leak?
And you just didn't even notice. You don't realize you've been trick-or-treating for hours. You don't notice a weight difference?
Well, it wasn't probably 45 minutes. You didn't have to go far, like 2 blocks. But yeah, it was sad. That's sad.
Oh man, that's very disappointing.
So my older brother, much as he beat me up, he did go back out and get me some more candy.
Oh,
yeah, it was nice.
Because he wasn't going to give you his.
Right, exactly. Because Mom said she had to give him something.
I had to redo it. I'll tell you this now. So you had 6 brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
All right. So this might have been even more exciting for you. But I remember one of the sweetest parts, pun intended, of trick-or-treating was you get home, you dump out your payload, and then you start sorting and you start trading.
Yeah.
That was the good part, because you start bargaining. That's when you learn at a young age about bargaining and like supply and demand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you like that Butterfinger there? Ooh. So whenever I buy Halloween candy, I buy all the Halloween candy, then I buy a bag of Butterfingers, and Liz will go, "You gonna give those away?" I'm like, no, those are for me.
So now that's funny, because we should have been trading candy. I was never a fan of Butterfingers.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, we already got candy. We're already eating it.
See, that's another thing.
We're 2 weeks out. Yeah, we're already eating it.
Oh, 2 weeks out. Halloween candy's been out for 2 months.
Right, but we just started buying it.
And I was thinking about it, because I mean, it's been out for a long time, and just like you, people buy it already, and then they're already eating it. Do you think more Halloween candy gets bought too early and eaten than gets actually bought and given out at Halloween?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah, because
That's
I mean,
why
you
they
look
do
at,
that.
You look at every, doctor's office, lawyer's office. You go in there, dentist's office, especially. You got kidding,
Right.
You go in there, they got a big bowl of candy. What do? Oh, I'll just have one of those. You add that up 20 times a day. That's a lot of candy.
Yeah,
it's not helping my blood sugar. I can tell you that.
Oh man, yeah.
Anyway,
so best Halloween candy, Butterfinger. You're going Butterfinger?
Yeah, I'd say Butterfinger. I mean, I like all the Snickers, Butterfinger, and the candy bar. I'll even eat Almond Joy with the one with the almonds.
You'll even eat. That's one of my. That's one of my go-tos.
I knew that.
See, that's why we need to be trading.
Right,
candy.
I'd give you one Almond Joy for 2 Butterfingers.
Oh, I don't know about that.
My favorite candy is the worst, Tootsie Roll, because you can't eat them, right? Especially when you get old, there goes the cavities coming out, the fillings.
Tootsie Rolls are good though.
They are good.
I could go Tootsie Rolls. I mean, I don't know how you haven't brought it Reese's. Reese's to me is the pinnacle Halloween. It's already got the orange.
But Reese's is too rich.
Oh,
no, really, all that chocolate, all that peanut butter.
Twix though.
I'm not a huge peanut butter guy in candy and candy bars.
That's like my favorite thing.
With the exception of Nutty Buddies. But they make the other one. It's like chocolate with peanut butter in the middle.
Fast Break is good.
I'm just talking about the Little Debbie, and I don't like those that much.
Chocolate with just peanut. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway,
man, no, are you kidding me? Like peanut butter and
I ate a Reese cup before I came here. So
yeah, all right, like get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. Twix though, I think might really be.
Yeah.
That might be the pinnacle, really. I mean, that's so good.
Oh,
I've never come across somebody that doesn't like a Twix.
Right. I wouldn't go out hunting for Twix. I don't buy a bag of Twix. But if it's in the bowl, that's probably the first one I grab.
That's such a good go-to.
And then you can break them apart, pretend you're not eating so much.
Yeah. You're talking about Snickers. I did hear
Snickers.
What was it? I heard that they're doing like a limited. I haven't seen it yet, but they're supposed to be putting out like a limited edition, like cinnamon Snickers. So it's supposed to taste like I think it's like the nougat is like slightly like Cinnabon-esque or something.
So it's Fireball flavored?
No. Get the hell out of here. Not Fireball.
That's the smell of cinnamon.
No, but it's not
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm going to call them Fireball
Way to
Twix.
ruin it.
Fireball Twix.
No, Snickers. Not Twix.
Snickers. Yeah, so Payday's a good candy bar.
Dude, we need to be like that. I can...
No,
I don't mess with
I'm
Paydays.
coming over your house after Halloween.
Paydays. So let me guess. Let me try and think of the other candy bars and stuff you like. You'd want all the candy corn, all the peanuts. What are those damn things? Yeah. What are
Turtles?
What are the other worst?
But what about like what's the crackle bar, crunchy bar?
Crunch bar? Oh, I can do crunch bar.
No, I hate those.
Oh, dude, you got to be kidding me. Oh, I like crunch bars.
That's hilarious. Okay, back. Enough of the candy talk. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
So what about
we could be talking this
costumes?
All day.
What are you going to be?
I don't
know.
Zorro. Obviously, I got Zorro in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, now
I got Jerry Garcia anytime I want to do it.
Well, now that I got BB here, we're trying to figure. She wants to do a couple's costume.
Oh, you should.
Which I've actually never done in my life. Oh yeah, that sounds great. So I don't know. We're still trying to iron out what we're gonna do. I think we've got it narrowed down to. You're talking about my Zorro costume.
Yeah.
We were flipping through movies and trying to think of what we could do. And Princess Bride, I already kind of got like he basically wears a Zorro outfit and that she could be Princess Buttercup.
Right. Yeah.
So that could be good. She's never seen the movie though.
No.
So I was like, we got to watch that. And the other one that I've, believe it or not, never done, even though it's my favorite movie, is Pulp Fiction. I could go John Travolta. She could be Uma Thurman.
There you go.
That's the other one we're debating between the two.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We got time.
So I was thinking earlier, you were talking about King George. Who's the Scottish guy?
William Wallace?
No, the movie with the blue paint on his face. Yeah.
William.
Yeah.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah,
You're talking about Braveheart?
I could do Braveheart. I could do that.
Okay.
Or I could I'm at the point, I think I could do Moses pretty well.
All right.
I'm looking Moses.
Braveheart would be cooler. You already got the kilt.
Right. I got the kilt. That's what I was thinking. Braveheart. Just paint a little blue on my face and carry a sword. Everybody know what's going on, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. I haven't done it. I'm always
and Moses, you just need a bed sheet.
Right.
You're good. That's pretty easy.
And a staff and a snake. I got to have both. I throw the staff down and hold the snake out.
Or the like a tablet or whatever.
Yeah. The 10 Commandments. They'll probably be like 8. I'm gonna have to cross a couple off
by the end of the night for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. And then the other option was I've always wanted to do Papa Smurf.
Oh, you never done that?
No, I've always wanted to do Papa
Oh
Smurf.
man, I've seen a Papa Smurf done very well.
Yeah.
Like we're like
I bought the hat a couple years ago at one of these Halloween places, but it's still in the bin.
just never.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is you don't want to do like, I mean, well, I guess you could, but you can always just, I guess, paint your skin blue. But I seen one dude one time and he did it with like, I don't know what he used, but it was like that stuff that was like plastic that like sucked to his skin. So it was like blue.
Oh.
And he did his whole face, arms, everything like super Smurf. It was very well done.
Yeah, I got away from costumes where you have to wear a mask because it's hard to drink.
Yeah. But I guess last year was the year for the masks. It's still maybe a little bit this year, but
I heard that the number one is the Dr. Fauci, whatever.
last year's
This year coming up.
not this year.
Yeah, everybody's doing him.
No, I think everybody's getting those green track suits to do the Squid Game thing or whatever. I heard was big. Like have you watched it? I don't know. I've heard about it, but I know that like the Vans that they're wearing, like they
sold out.
Oh no, like the van, that model of Vans skyrocketed to like 7,000% increase in sales since that show started or whatever.
They're all on the boats
crazy.
out in the ocean. They're not here yet.
Probably. Yeah. They're not going to be here in time for Halloween, by the way. If you were planning on doing that for Halloween,
forget it.
You're going to have to come up with a plan B.
So some of my
Go get some just white slippers.
I did it one time. We went to Goodwill and bought this old lady's fur coat and cut it into pieces. I was Genghis Khan. That was one of my favorites. One time when the kids were like, I don't know, 4 and 6, I dressed up as Robin Hood. And they dressed up as merry men.
Merry men, yeah.
Right. But unfortunately, there was some miscalculation in my tunic. And once I put the belt on, my package was showing in very large. I mean, it's not very large, but
I mean,
it was very, very visible. Yeah, I'm wearing tights.
Wear tights.
Right.
Yeah.
But it pulled my skirt up. So it's like I was on display.
Yeah, I've had that same issue for a Halloween costume. It was when I was Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
And it seems very easy. You get the like the skeleton onesie kind of thing and then a gray hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
The skeleton onesie I ordered that was like, one size fits all or whatever was more like one size squeezes your balls all the way up. And I was like, they all were just like, I ended up having to like cut the seam in the middle just to give me some breathing room because it was too much.
That's just exposing yourself.
Well, yeah, at that point it was a little dangler.
But we
rather that than be uncomfortable.
One year we did Fred Flintstone, Wilma, Bam Bam, and
the whole family.
Tables, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we did that one year. We've done some epic. We did the Addams Family one year. I was
Gomez
Fester,
and
I even put a bald wig on. This before I had the beard, and I had a light bulb I put in my mouth that lit up.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, dressing up's fun. I mean, I do have the Zorro that's grown over the years to be pretty solid, but yeah, I think we're gonna mix it up this year. But at the same time, I got Halloween on the weekend, so you got a few days to work with.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, and like one year I went to an event and it was a contest, and it was an event. It's kind of an insider deal. I could park the RV there, but I kept changing my costume. As I did 3 different costumes through the night, and I won.
Trying to get credit.
Yeah, they were like, dude, yeah, he did 3 costumes, he wins. And they were all good. So
nice. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We're gonna dress up next week. I don't know.
I got
it's a little.
I got a partial.
It's a little early.
I got a partial. I got a shirt.
A shirt. Okay.
All
right.
Maybe I find a mask.
We'll dress up. I.e., we'll put on just clothes.
Yeah. Well, it's a costume shirt.
How you feeling about your Imperial, man? Because I'm out of beer over here. I want to try yours since I'm fresh out.
Well, I started slow.
It's a baby. You're babying it. I mean, for a big one like
big
this,
beers, I don't want to rush into.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
This thing is really smooth. I'm not getting any heat from the alcohol. And I'll have to tell you. I mean, I don't pull my punches. I didn't like D9 when I went there. Now, that being said,
the actual brewery?
Yeah, but that was like
overall
a few years back, and they were just opening up, and they were pretty busy, and service was not handling it. And it's like, and I didn't, I just didn't stay that long. This is good, Again, they actually didn't make it. Imperial pumpkin beer. Normally I'd give this beer a 4. but because it's Imperial, you get a 4.25.
There you go. You got to give them a bump if they got a good ABV on
I'm gonna check out other beers that this consortium, this brewer's making for other people.
Definitely.
I'm gonna hit up, see what's going on.
I'm glad that. I mean, that was that's what this show's all about. Is
you
getting the
learn
word out
something
about
every
stuff
day,
like
and
that.
I learned
What
that.
is it again? Give it out to the people.
CBV. Like, hold on.
CBV, not CBD. CBV.
My mouth is weird.
While he's looking that up, a friendly reminder that I was drinking a brewski from Clown Shoes, the Pumpkin Sombrero, also pretty hearty ABV at 7%. It was delicious. Obviously, it went down maybe too easy because I'm already out of beer and I had to pass it over to Huck. That one was solid. What did you just give yours? 4.25?
4.25.
All right. Well, the Sombrero might be the winner of the day because I'm going to give it a 4.5.
So it's Community
good.
Brewing Ventures, and it says it's in Crozet, Virginia. But when I searched that in CBV in Crozet, Virginia, I didn't get it, but I took the Virginia off. I got it. So it says they discover, produce, and promote the most innovative craft brands in the beverage industry. That's a pretty big statement.
Innovative brands.
That's a pretty.
So not brews.
Well, they're making beer. Produce.
Yeah.
They're producing the beer.
But I don't know. Maybe they use that word interchangeably.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little research on this. I'll get back to you, but it'll be first year because we got Christmas.
We're pretty much booked up at this point. In fact, we need to discuss what we're going to plan out. But I know next week we're doing more pumpkin, more Halloween,
correct,
more fun, and we can
more pumpkin.
More pumpkin. Sounds good. Huck, I appreciate you bringing in these beers. These are not bad.
And just everybody out there, don't let anybody bust your pumpkin.
Don't let anybody bust your pumpkin.
Because I used to do that.
Words of wisdom from
a young
man.
Huckster. I'd bust your pumpkin.
You talking about smashing pumpkins?
I'd smash it. Maybe we should play that.
Well, yeah. Well, next week on Brewsday Tuesday. Huck, thanks again for coming in. We'll take a quick break.
Pumpkin to smash.
All right. That sounds like a plan, Stan. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back to the tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.